Fabulous, fabulous Friday. Do y'all know I went all day to know it was Friday? My daughter had to tell me, Mom, it's Friday. I want to talk about Jay-Z and how unfairly this judge is being to him. I know y'all don't want to hear this, but I'm going to talk about it. And I'm a little, how can I put this? First of all, let me say this. What am I? When y'all look at me, what do y'all see? Y'all see a black woman, right? I'm a black woman before I'm anything. Before I'm a mother, before I'm a sister, cousin, I am a woman, right? So before y'all start prejudging what I'm about to say, remember I'm a black woman. So I'm not going to say nothing to hurt black women. Anything that come out my mouth is because it's a problem. I see a problem and I'm real as they come and I'm going to address a problem. I don't care if it's against women. I'm going to speak the truth. It could be my children and I'm going to tell the truth. So I just want to remind y'all before I go into this video, I'm a black woman. So don't be saying, I can't believe you saying that. I'm a black woman before I'm anything, okay? Let's keep this straight. What's his name? Kevin Samuels. I'm about to be the female Kevin Samuels tonight. And I'm going to get a lot of hate from people that's in denial. But Kevin was on point with a lot of things. And I'm going to speak on some things tonight. Because today, I had 2 phone calls. Before I met with the women I said I had to mentor, I had 2 phone calls by 2 different black men that's going through baby mama drama. And when I say these some good brothers, they some good brothers. They don't have a lot, but being a good father is not always about the paper. So I'm going to speak on baby mama drama, baby fathers. I'm about to talk about Jay-Z and the justice system and a few other things. Here we go. Okay, let's talk about Jay-Z first. I don't care how much y'all dislike Diddy. I don't care how much y'all dislike Jay-Z. I don't care how much you dislike your daddy, your uncle, your cousin, your baby daddy. When it comes to justice, when it comes to somebody's life, this is not your personal opinion about what somebody did to you. This is about the law. This judge who appeared to be a black woman, I don't know if she's Hispanic or she black, but she's a woman. You know what she did? She took this man's rights away for this woman to identify herself. Now, just before y'all even think about Jay-Z and Diddy, I want y'all to act like it's you. Put yourself in the justice system right now that Jay-Z is you. Say it ain't even about graping somebody. Say that somebody says you hit their car. This person hit my car and I'm about to sue them. You get a letter in the mail that somebody is suing you because you hit their car in 1936. Okay, you hit their car. You like, what? Well, who is it? What are you talking about? And then the judge tell you, well, they ain't got to identify themselves because they scared. Do that make, just think for real, I want y'all to put y'all thinking caps on. Do that make any logical sense to you? It's you. We ain't talking about Jay-Z and Diddy. We talking about you. Would you like somebody to come after you and sue you from some shit that happened 20 years ago? And you don't even know what they're talking about. And they said, well, you know that day when you was at the concert and you pulled out and then I was scared to call the police. You like, well, who is this person? Show me the ticket. Show me something. And the judge say, well, they don't have to because their life is in danger. They're scared of you. But they can still proceed to sue you. How would you feel if somebody can come after you with no identity? You know why she doing that? Because he a black man. Do you think a white man would go through this? Shame on every colored brown person that's saying, yay, she gonna have justice. Shame on your ass, because you know what you're doing. You're allowing the system to do that to your son, to your brother, to your daddy. If they can get away with doing it with Jay-Z and he a billionaire, what the hell you think they gonna do to a poor person? Just think about it. He's a billionaire. Think about that. If they can get away with doing this to a billionaire, what they gonna do to Ray Ray? Oh, he ain't got no hope. And because our own people have slave mentalities, y'all letting them do it. Because y'all so biased and so hateful and so mad at a man that did you wrong, you want every black man to pay for the man that did something to your ass. And that's just the bottom line. Because nobody in their right mind would say this is justice. I can guarantee you, if they go through that judge history, if they look at her past, I bet a man hurt her. I bet her daddy probably did something to her, or her husband left her, or she had to raise kids by herself. I bet she's bitter because somebody that's a male species hurt her. So she don't want justice for no male. And I bet every male that ever came in her courtroom, she stroked it to their ass. That's why they really need to know who they hiring for these positions. Because she cannot tell nobody this is justice. I would love to ask her and say, ma'am, if that was your son, would you do the same thing? If that was your son, would you do the same thing? Hell no. She would want to know who's suing my son. What you mean? You got to prove what you saying. You can't just say my son did something to you. But since it's somebody else's son. And you know what else she said? She said she didn't appreciate the way Jay-Z was aggressive with his attorney to push the issue. So I guess he's supposed to gently come back after Tony Buzbee. He came at Tony Buzbee too aggressively. You mean the man that's trying to destroy my life? I'm supposed to be nice to his ass. That's what you're trying to tell me? A man is trying to say I raped a 13-year-old handicapped girl. I'm supposed to be nice about this shit. Mr. Tony, could you please explain to me what's going on, sir? No, they don't like the fact a black man is able to approach a white man aggressively. Because, boy, you better stay in your place. You forgot who I was? You know what I'm saying? And here it is, a Hispanic woman or a black woman, whatever she is, she all for the shit. You better respect your elders, Negro. You better bow down to your master. And y'all sitting there because y'all don't like Jay-Z and Diddy for some shit you don't even have nothing to do with, some shit you really don't know what happened, and you for the shit. And that's the sad thing about my people. Y'all Black Lives Matter and Black Power all for the wrong shit. Change some laws around here. I mean, where y'all was at when George Floyd got killed? Y'all, you know, y'all did all the looting and shit, and then it went away. I don't even hear nobody talk about George Floyd no more. It just went away. That's what we do. We make a noise for a few minutes, then we go back to smoking weed and drinking. Girl, ain't my business. Ain't my son. Until it's your damn son. Then you doing GoFundMes and on the news crying, trying to reach Roland Martin. I need some help, Jesus. Until it's you. This is the bullshit I don't like about my community, because y'all do not make the noise for the right things. Put aside what Jay-Z did. We talking about justice for black folks. This is y'all don't know it's 2 laws. Do y'all really think this is fair? And I know what y'all gonna say. Well, it wasn't fair to that little girl. Prove he did it. Prove he did it before you get to saying he did some shit. Even the news, CBS, is that the name of the news channel that she was on doing her interview? Do you know they said It was too many lies in her story. They don't even believe the girl. But y'all brown folks believe her. They don't even believe her. She a white girl. They don't even believe her ass. They said there's no way possible what she said could be true. Your father don't remember. You 13. Let me remind y'all the story. She snuck out of her bedroom window at 13. Caught a ride from a neighbor that was 20. 5 hours away from home in Studio City in New York. She went from limo to limo trying to get a ride to an after party. And one particular driver said, yeah, you one of the ones that Diddy would like. You fit Diddy for a tag. Get in the car. He takes her to this White House. And there was Diddy and Jay-Z. But when Tony Buzbee first did the lawsuit, people, he didn't mention Jay-Z. That's the first thing he did. Now, a 13-year-old at the time, because she's 38 now, she come to you and say she was raped by 2 megastars. Why are you doing a lawsuit with just one? Oh, because you got 1-800-baby oil, Tony. And when you got mad at Jay-Z, when Jay-Z was taking up for his people, Jay-Z didn't even have nothing to do with this at first, right? He came at the Tony Buzbee law firm because he said, wait a minute, I see what you doing. You trying to tear down Black Hollywood. I'm finna sue your ass. That's blackmail. When Tony Buzbee got them papers from Jay-Z law firm, his attorneys, he added Jay-Z up. Since you want to be funny, Jay, I'm adding you to the grape. You was there. When he there with Diddy that night, he was there with Diddy that night. And added him. Now it's both of them. It's awfully funny he wasn't there the first lawsuit she put in. Then you said it was a famous person watching. Who is this famous person? You can't make these allegations and don't tell names. Because we want to know who this famous person was. It J-Lo? Because guess what? Diddy was with J-Lo that night. So you mean to tell me J-Lo watched her man, sleep with a little girl? Who else could have been? And the group Madden, I think that's their name. He had a twin brother. She said she remembered his tattoo on his forearm. It was something about the Lord's Prayer or something he had on his arm. Come to find out, that year she said, 2000, Madden was on tour across the country. He wasn't even there that night. So how the hell you read his arm, dear heart, if he wasn't there? Maybe you seen him on TV. And you seen that tattoo because you know when people performing and they got tats, they show everything when they performing. Maybe he have a shirt on. Maybe he had on a short sleeve shirt. Maybe he one of her favorites. Then she said, oh, I remember. I have proof. Eminem performed in the street that year. He did. But Madden wasn't there. She said she spoke to him. So that's not adding up, inconsistencies. These not adding up at all. It's not adding up at all. So Tisha Tell said, well, I did my research. It had to be 2003 and not 2000. She had to be 16 instead of 13. And the house made it look like it was white when the lights was shining on it because Diddy's house was red. Now, white and red is 2 different colors. She said, but at night, if you're shining a light on a house, it may look white. That's what Tisha Tell said. And guess what? Madden was there that year, and he performed. But guess who didn't perform in the streets? Eminem. It still don't add up. The house was red. Eminem wasn't there. She said all these people was there. So Tisha, even if you put her in a different year, it still ain't adding up. Then asked her, who was the person who dropped you off? Oh, she dead. She mysteriously dead. So if Jay-Z knew who she was, you know what Jay-Z could do? He can find out who the person that allegedly dropped her off and talk to that person's parents. His attorneys can talk to that person's parents and say, did your daughter have a car? Did your daughter know this girl right here? See, that's why it's important to know who he's going up against, because they can investigate. Okay, she's dead, but let me talk to her parents. And not only that, who was the limo driver? Who was Diddy limo driver that night? Because he needs to come to court and say, did you take a 13-year-old to Diddy house? Not only that, she said she went to several limo drivers knocking on windows. Can I get a ride to the after party? It got to be several people somewhere watching these videos that remember that night. Now, having $1 billion, you can go get all those limo drivers and ask any of them limo drivers, do they remember a teenage girl knocking on their window? And if not one remember, 9 times out of 10, she didn't knock on nobody's window. I just can't imagine a kid getting out of her 20-year-old friend's car and her friend pulls off. Leave a kid. She had to be slow as hell, her damn self. To take a 13-year-old, did she have money to pay for it? That's what I'm saying. Where you get the money from? You got to cross-examine people. Where you get money from to do a 5-hour trip? Actually 10, because your friend had to go back home. Where you get money to pay for a 10-hour trip? How did you even know where to go? You know what I'm saying? How would a 13-year-old know where to end up at? And for you to be 13, you awfully loose, and I'm just being real. I would tear her ass up if I was a defense attorney. You awfully fast as hell. You 13 knocking on strangers' windows trying to get to an after party. It seems like this is what you do. You chase men. You chase grown men. And when the driver said, oh, Diddy, I like you. You Diddy flavor. Did you not know what that meant? She said, I just thought they thought I was pretty. Why would you think it's okay for a grown man to think you was pretty? That's why they put through that nugget. See, Tony is trickery. Tony that's a dirty attorney. God go punish him. Watch what I tell y'all how God punished this man. He put a handicapped girl up there that's artistic. You know why? Because he want to play with that. Oh, everybody gonna feel sorry for artistic little girl, even though she a grown woman now. They gonna hate Diddy and Jay-Z. They took advantage of a disabled person. So we can't be too harsh on her. And that's how this judge treating her. We can't be too harsh on her because she's artistic. So they playing with that shit. That's they fallback. And then she said this herself. Well, a lot of stuff I said, I got it mixed up because I'm artistic. She said it herself. I'm artistic. Oh, you want to use your handicap when you get caught in a lie. You want to use your handicap when you caught in a lie, your disability. But I'm trying to figure out this. You handicapped and you forget stuff. You're autistic. You have selective memory. How in the hell you remember all these details about what happened that night? Was you confused? Was you actually watching TV and in your mind you thought you was there? Since you autistic. Since your daddy don't remember driving 10 hours. 5 hours there and 5 hours back. Since your father don't remember that night. Tell me this, y'all. All you parents. Think of the worst thing your child did. If you got kids like me, I have a 33, a 30, a 25, and an 18. I can think all the way back. I told you my daughter, 33, she caught her first case, or her only case at 17. She scraped a woman's car being vindictive with her friends. And she was on paper and had to pay her way out of that. And she never got in trouble again in her life. She scraped somebody's car with her key. I remember every detail of that night. When I got the call, how she went to jail, how I made her sit there for a week. I remember everything that night. So somebody called me and said, when your daughter was 17, this, and this happened. I can tell you everything that happened that night. Because I'm her mother. I remember it in detail. So you gonna tell me if I had to drive from here, you know what's 5 hours away from me? Indianapolis, Indiana. If I had to drive from here to Indianapolis to go get my daughter, I don't care if it was 30 years ago when she was 33 years, I don't care. I will remember that night. Because I still be mad right now. Yeah, I had to get up out my bed, go get her, and then drive back. And then she didn't have nothing to say. I had to slap the shit out. I remember everything I said. I would even remember when I got the phone call and a gas station attendant saying, your daughter here, she's 13. What? The first thing I'm doing is calling the police. You mean my daughter in Indianapolis? Go in her room, she ain't in there. I'm panicking now. Oh, my God. Wake up my mama, my brother, and everybody. You know, she way up in Indianapolis, and they talking about you. I would be still just in a frantic. My whole family would have went down there with me. They wouldn't have sent me by myself. I would have called the police. My daughter at this gas station. She's missing from Michigan. She's at this gas station. She's 13. She claimed that somebody took her down there. The person that took her would have been in jail the next day. A 20-year-old took her. She would have been in jail the next day for taking my daughter to Indianapolis. None of this shit is adding up, and this judge need to be disbarred because she's sitting there going against a black man because somebody done hurt her ass. And I don't care what she say. There's no way. They need to look into her lifestyle, her background, and I bet she's a bitter woman. Because them the only kind of women that do vindictive shit like that. Somebody's still mad that somebody didn't want their ass. That's why I'm playing Kevin Samuels tonight, because I'm being real with y'all tonight, if y'all like it or not. You ain't never got to watch me again. I don't give a damn. Because enough is enough. Especially when I get two young men to call me. Almost in tears. About baby mama drama. I'm going to go into that. We can put Jay-Z up here for a minute. If you're a single mother, I'm going to give y'all a wake-up call because I was one. If you're a single mama and you get any help from the state, if you get any help from the government, I don't care if it's just a Medicaid card, if you're receiving any kind of assistance, you don't have the right or the authority to call your baby daddy a deadbeat. Let me tell you why. Or broke. Because if you didn't have the assistance you had, you would be just as bad as him. If the government gave them kids to him, you would be a deadbeat mama. I am so sick of these women who get help from the government because taxpayers is paying for you to eat. And you got the audacity to call somebody else broke and busted and no good a deadbeat when you getting help from the system? I'm just sick of it. I've never been that kind of baby mama, if that's what y'all want to call it, ghetto shit, baby mama. I've never been that type of person. I never degraded another human being because they got less than me. But I'm starting to see more low income, y'all. And y'all go hate me for more low income females, especially brown ones. And y'all go hate me for this. Y'all got a lot of freaking nerves because y'all do it to other females. Y'all sit there and dog out your own brothers that you open your legs to. And get mad at him because your life messed up. When you knew when you met this brother, he wasn't not financially stable. But since you made a bad, dumb decision, because ladies, do y'all not remember? Y'all don't know this? Y'all control the narrative of having a baby. You could have went to the clinic, and I ain't trying to be funny, but if life was that bad for you and you slipped up or accident, but that's why Donald Trump trying to change this. You could have went to the clinic. You could have got your tubes tied. You could have had a thing in your arm. You could have made him wear a condom. You could have just said, damn it, no. But you allowed this man to run up in you and get you pregnant. And a lot of you don't have one baby, two babies, three babies, four babies. Y'all got like 6, 7, 8 kids. And then y'all get mad at the whole damn world when your life ain't right. One young man called me. He calls me often. Means so much to me. He has 2 children by the same girl. They've been together since he was 15. This girl has always been jealous of him. I told him from the gate, she's jealous of you. She hates to see him have anything because he's from a good family and she's not. His mother loved him. Her mother is an alcoholic. Even though his father had a substance abuse, he always was a father. Her father was in the street selling the drugs, and he in a wheelchair. Her mama in a wheelchair. She takes care of her mama now. So, you mad because this person had a decent life, and you want to mentally tear him down to the point he start believing. See, this is what y'all got to be careful when y'all have these no good people come into your life, because you will start believing what somebody's saying to you. That's why when I left my husband, it was too familiar from when I got mental abuse before him. I was mental abused and it snuck up on me back in 2003. It took me 2 or 3 years to get out that relationship and grab my dignity back. Or I could have lost myself. I used to wear big baggy clothes, y'all. I would wear men clothes in size 34s because I didn't like my body because he talked about me. I used to think I was ugly. I was so insecure. I was timid. Everybody else would see beauty in me, and I'm looking at them like, what y'all see? Because he mentally tore me down and made me believe I was ugly. Because he didn't want nobody else looking at me. He ran off family members. Family members would come from out of town. They couldn't stay at my house. This man, even one time in front of everybody, we was at a party, he spit in my mouth. Come here, baby, let me give you a kiss. His friends had to fight him for me. So I went through mental abuse for 3 years. So when I got married in 2018, 17, and my ex-husband started saying stuff like, you ain't shit, this my shit, and I was having withdrawals. Like, did I just hear him say that? That's why I left. Oh, that's too familiar. You got me messed up. It took me too many years to get my mind back right. I don't care what kind of money you have. I don't care what you doing for me. You will never take my mind again. Nobody. I was sleeping in a car, bruh, before I let you break me again. So I left. So I'm telling this young man what I know from my experience. She's breaking you down mentally. And when somebody break you down mentally, you sometimes can't bounce back. Mental abuse is worse than physical. Let me tell you why. A black eye heal in 2 weeks. When somebody mentally tear you down, that could be a lifetime. It could take you years and years and years to bounce back from mental abuse. So when he's telling me this, I'm getting pissed because I'm so familiar with this. I know it too well. It happened to me. And y'all don't understand that the person laying right next to you having babies with you can be jealous of you. When she was a teenager, she used to be mad about this young man having nice clothes because his mama worked. Every day, her mama didn't do shit. It ain't fair that you got this. It ain't fair that you doing that. Can't nobody help because you was putting in the family you was putting in. But still, this young man seen the best in her, brought her around his family. Her family loved on her. Her family helped her. And she stepped out there and still dogged his family. That's another thing I don't like about a lot of black women. And I'm not saying all of you. If it don't apply, let it fly. This is another thing I don't like about a lot of black women. And I'm only going to talk about our black women because I never experienced white women doing this. So I got to talk about the ones I experienced doing this. And it always happen to be black girls. Somebody can help you. Somebody can give you everything you need They come on and feed you and your kids, and as soon as your ass get mad, you would degrade them all over the internet. You would talk about them from the rooter to the tutor. Call them every kind of name but the child of God. And these the people that fed you. You can get on there, my baby daddy, mama ain't shit, blah, 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 blah. You done lived in this woman's house. You done ate this woman food. She made sure you wasn't in the cold. She pulled you out a rat-infested place at your grandmama's house. And you got the audacity to dog her out. And I get that from black women. Now, y'all can't get mad about my experience because I know what I'm talking about. This ain't something I heard. This is something I experienced. So y'all can be mad if y'all want to. And it happened over and over again. And you know what I noticed it happened from? It always happened from broken females who didn't have a good household. They so bitter and mad that they didn't have what this young man had or what the next girl had, that they mad at the world and they want to see everybody suffer like them. If you as a baby mama right now, and this is to all the baby mamas, shame on you if you keeping your child away from their dad. Shame on you if you degrading their father in front of them. Shame on you if you running your ass down to the front of the court out of being vindictive for money and this man is giving you time. He giving the kids time. Do you know time worth more than money? My granddaughter, who's 12 now, her father has a lot of children. He's only, 33, 34? This brother got like 12, 14 kids. She's number 6. Okay? Even though my daughter know that he has a lot of responsibility, she's hard on him, but she's not. She called him on the phone several times and said, listen here. My baby never went without nothing, even though you haven't bought her nothing since she was 4 years old. And that's the only time you bought her something. And when you bought it, it's because you had a girlfriend who paid for it. She said, but my daughter adores you. And she looked just like you. So I tell you what, because he's a skater, he can skate his butt off. If you just take a skate, I'll pay for it. And I won't even tell her I gave you the money. I just want my daughter to be in your presence because she loves you that much. And I love my daughter that much to make her wish come true to have her daddy in her life. I don't care if you got to go to the dollar store and get her 5 things for $5 for Christmas. That would mean more to her than anything I can get her right now because she adores you. Do you think he did it? No. She called him the other day, yesterday. Hey, Dad. I'm asleep. He didn't call her for Christmas. He seen her briefly on her birthday on Halloween. And that's it. You said you sleep because you don't have nothing for her. Now, everybody know Christmas come the same time every year. You got 12 months. 12 months. Even if he got 12 kids, you have 12 months to buy each child something for Christmas. Every month, if you have to, buy one gift and put it up. So by the time Christmas come, you got 12 gifts. No, these fathers don't do that either. So I'm not just talking about black women. I'm talking about black men too. But when a father is in the kid's life, the brother I'm talking about and this girl is jealous of him. They got 2 kids, right? He haven't missed a beat with his kids besides being financially stable. And he got to get that in his head. But he's still young. He only 25. He been with this girl since he was 15. So 10 years as a kid growing up, having babies as a teenager. She had another one, 5 years after that when he was 20. He never had a childhood because he was too busy laying up with her. She never required nothing. Let me tell y'all this, ladies. If you have a man in your life and you don't require nothing, he ain't gonna give you nothing. And a woman can ruin a man. My mother used to say that to my brother all the time because he always had women to give. And she used to get mad. She said, I didn't raise my son to be a taker. I didn't raise my son to be a pimp and a player. Y'all made him that way. It's so many women out here that ruin men. They want to buy the Jordans. They want to buy the Timberlands. They want to buy a car because they want that possession. They think they slave owners. And that's why I did this and that and this, and that's my man, and I do. They love that. They love to call you, where you at, where you been, who you talking to, like they your gatekeeper. You know why? Because they never had a father to teach them that when you love yourself, you don't worry about what a man at, what he doing, and how he doing it. You too busy worried about your life. You too busy doing you. And whatever else fall in place. And when you find out, that's what I tell a brother when I meet him. I'm not seeking and searching for nothing. But when I find out, I'm going to address it accordingly. And I tell brothers from the door, the two easiest ways to get rid of me is a liar and a cheater. Because you don't have to be a liar. You don't have to be a cheater. We could have just been cool. We could have been friends. But since you chose to hurt me and be vindictive, I don't have no kickings for you, because that means you don't love me or respect me at all. That's why I tell women, stop seeking love and seek respect. You go respect me. And if you don't respect me, you're going to appreciate my absence. My son writing me, I was just reading something. You're going to appreciate, you're going to miss me. If you don't like my presence, you're going to miss my absence. Because I know I'm a good woman. Now, if I'm a cheater and I'm out here and I'm on OnlyFans and I'm messing with everybody, I have no right to get mad at a man when he do it. But see, most people that's chasing behind you trying to see what you're doing because they know what they doing when they with their friends. You know what I'm saying? And that's a true fact. When somebody's so insecure, you can't sneeze because they know when they're not in your presence how they move. I don't think like that. I always give people the benefit of the doubt. Maybe that's why I get got. Because I have a pure heart. I don't think vindictive. But what I hate is these black women running around here degrading all these black men, calling them deadbeat fathers, when your ass the one chose him. But you know what? You're a product of who you around. How you end up with a deadbeat daddy, baby girl? Over and over again. That means something inside you ain't shit. And I'm just being real, because like attracts like. I know they say opposites attract, and so do like attracts like. Two things can be true. If you keep on finding the same kind of brother with a different last name, you need to start checking yourself. Why I keep attracting these no good brothers? Why I keep attracting a drug dealer? Why I keep attracting an addict? Why I keep attracting a cheater? Because maybe you doing something. The universe don't understand if I cheat on my test in school, that is different from him cheating on me. Cheating is cheating. The universe plays tricks like that. If I cheat on something, I'm going to attract people that cheat. And he may just be cheating with women. If I steal this pen, I just stole something. The universe can't identify and say, oh, that was just a pen at the bank. That ain't how the universe works. Nina just stole something that didn't belong to her. So when somebody steals something from you, you can't get mad. Because you just stole something that belonged to the bank without asking. But y'all don't see stuff like that. And you wonder why I keep going through the things I'm going through. Because you ought to order your damn self. When Kevin Samuel said this, and people got mad at me, it was a few bloggers that showed my video. I didn't care. Because what I say, I mean what I say. When he said that people values go down, and you can't expect certain caliber of men to come into your life and do this, this, and this when your value has dropped, all the women in the world got mad. Especially low-value women. They got mad as hell. Who are you to tell me my value? And they calling to his line, calling him. And when he died, they celebrated. And I bet every woman that celebrated like Vivica Fox is going through hell right now. Because God said don't play with the dead. She celebrated that man's death. She said, thank God he's gone. Vivica dogged that man after he died. And look at her sitting around, I want a man. Ain't that what Captain Simon said about your ass? He said at a certain age, and this is, y'all just be real tonight. At a certain age, if you still sitting around lonely and bitter, you ain't never been chose. No man never really loved you. You ain't never been married. You never traveled nowhere. You never enjoyed life. Do you think it's his fault? You better be real with yourself and say something wrong with me. I'm watching people all on YouTube and Facebook and doing couples things and getting married, and I'm sitting here, I like being by myself. How can that be true when God said, a man can't live on bread alone, so I'm going to make him a helpmate? The only reason we exist as women is because we were here to help a man. Did y'all not know that? The only reason we here from his rib is to help him. So if we ain't helping a man, it's something about us, we out of order. But now y'all want to blame the man. I'm by myself because all these men ain't shit, girl. I ain't got to be with nobody. I die alone. Well, you all out of Jesus' order. And don't tell me about Apostle Paul, okay? Because that's what a lot of lonely women like to bring far back on. Apostle Paul said, Apostle Paul was married. His wife died. Stop acting like Apostle Paul just loved being alone. His wife died. He had a helpmate. Apostle Paul said, if you can live this life and not have those urges for X, it's okay to be alone. But do you believe Apostle Paul or do you believe Jesus Christ? Apostle Paul gave you his opinion. The Lord gave you the rules. You were here to be a helpmate. I know things happen, like I got a divorce. But I can say, I did try to be a helpmate. I can say this, I know I'm a helpmate material. I can say this, I know how to be a submissive woman. I can say this, I know how to shut up and let my man lead. I can say this, I can cook and clean. I can say I can make a man feel good. I know my place as a woman. I can say all of that. So when I do get chose, and ladies, you're supposed to get chose. I hope you know that. Stop trying to choose. Get out that man inbox on Facebook, because that's out of God's order too. He said a man who finds a wife finds a good thing. He didn't say nothing about a woman going to choose no man on Facebook. So you're supposed to chill and build yourself up. That's why I make these videos about self-esteem and building yourself and getting your mind right, because y'all don't understand this. The universe will respond. Once you get your mind right and your life together and your pockets right, your mentality right, you can hold that tongue. Watch all these great men start being attracted to you like a magnet. Just, do y'all know, and I'm not trying to be funny, do y'all know how many options I have? And I'm not saying this because nothing about looks. Y'all know how many options I have if I really wanted to jump right back into a relationship? I got some good dudes I know personally I grew up with that will love to marry me right now. Couple of them in Atlanta, couple of them down in Houston, some right here in my city. Because you know why? They know Nina Mayberry. They know me. They've been knowing me since kindergarten, some of them. They know I had 2 strong parents. They know I have respect. They know I have self-respect. They know I have always carried myself like a woman. They know me. And if I ever gave them the opportunity, I promise you they will propose. But I was too busy chasing stuff that I like. You know what I'm saying? Because every guy I grew up with, I kid you or not, high school, junior high, most of all them brothers are good dudes. They married. They've been married since their early 20s. They have careers, been on their job 20, 30 years. I grew up with some good dudes. I didn't grow up with no bull crap. Because we had discipline back in the day I was growing up. The girls were decent women. It's this new shit out here. That's why you got to be careful. But I have 4 kids. I have 3 kids' fathers. You can prejudge me if you want to. But each one I had a story with. My baby girl that's 33, I was with her dad when we was teenagers. Up until I was 23. We ended up having a baby. He caught a prison bit. Story time. He caught a prison bit, went to prison for 12 years. When he got out, my baby was turning 12. We just didn't click no more. But in the meanwhile, while he was gone for 12 years, I met another guy, my son David's dad. He was here in Grand Rapids going to college. He's the only child from a very good family. His father went to, I believe, was it Morehouse? His father was top of his class, extremely smart. He, grade A student, smart as hell. Had his own apartment, own car when I met him, and he liked me, and I had a little baby. He liked me, a college student. So we clicked. We dated for about probably 2 years before we actually moved in together, because he went back to Chicago for a while. He came back. We lived together. We were together 5 years, I believe. He helped raise my daughter. Then he wanted to become a cheater. A liar and cheater I can't deal with. And he cheated with somebody I knew that we used to bowl with. So I had to let him go. So now I got 2 babies. One father in Chicago, a cheater because he went back home, and the other one in prison. So one Halloween, I'm feeling just sad as hell. My friend's like, you got to go to this Halloween party. Our girl and her husband was having a Halloween party. I didn't even want to go. No, I'm just disgusted. I don't want to look at nobody. Come on, Nina, you got to go. I ain't wearing no costume. I said, I'm just going as a bitter black woman. They said, well, all right, let's go. I'm sitting there. I'm drinking a drink, right? Mad at the world. Just pissed. That's why I know what y'all be doing, ladies. Because I used to be you. Mad, hope every black man walking would just drop dead besides my brother and my daddy and my son. I'm sitting there drinking, and I look up across the room, and who do I see, Miss Lorraine? I see Quinta Oil. I looked at him and said, who is that? My friend said, who? I said, that chocolate thing over there with them brush waves. I mean, when I say his brush waves was rippling and it was shining from across the room, and this brother was dark-skinned. He had the most beautiful, flawless dark skin, and you could see his muscles through his shirt. You could just see the rips all up in here. Sitting there sad. And all of a sudden I said, who is that? And his sister, who was our friend, she said, who is who? I said, who is that over there with Miss Williams? That's his mother, right? That's her mother. She said, that's my little brother. I said, your little brother? What? He don't look little to me. That's the brother you was talking about was in prison? She said, yes, and I'm not introducing y'all. So me and my 2 friends, I mean, we all was thirsty. That's why I said, don't go looking for nobody when you're hungry. Don't go to the grocery store shopping when you're hungry, because you might eat anything. So we sitting there like, I'm talking to him. No, you ain't. I'm talking to him. I was like, oh, my goodness. So the husband who grew up with me since 5th grade, he walked up to me and said, Nina, you want to meet him? God rest his soul, he gone now, because if he was still alive, I'd probably go over there and slap his ass right now. He said, do you want to meet him? I I was like, hell yeah, what's his name? They said his name Barry, they call him. His name is Gene, they call him Barry. So he goes over to him, and I heard him say this. Hey, I want you to meet my girl, Nina. She from a real good family. Her mama is crazy. Her father is nuts. And her brother is psycho. So I want to introduce you. But if you do anything stupid, they're going to kill you. I'm just letting you know. So he said, who is Nina? And he pointed at me. And he said, yeah, I want to meet her. So I'm on my way out the door. I didn't change my mind by then. I said, nah, I ain't even. I'm finna go home to my kids. I'm on my way out the door. He stops me. And he said, your eyes. I know them eyes somewhere. Y'all go crack up. Y'all go trip out with this story. He said, I know them eyes somewhere. You are gorgeous. I like you. He said, but you look so familiar. He had just did 5 years in prison, y'all. This was a rich kid. His mother was well off. His grandfather's a minister. They from a good family. His daddy died and had a lot of money, right? And left his mother with a lot of money. He was in a white area down in Fentonville, Michigan. He was the only black kid at the school. He was a star basketball player down there. And a school called Central High School in Grand Rapids seen him play. And every high school in Grand Rapids wanted him to come here to play. So his mother relocated him here so he can play ball. This boy was hitting the news, almost went to the NBA. He had scholarships up the butt for track, football, and basketball. But since he was a country boy and had a lot of money driving a sports car, new in the city, drug dealers got a hold of him and say, I can triple your money. He a country boy, an athlete, didn't know shit about the streets. They convinced him to take his daddy money. His mama gave him $50,000 cash at 18 and a brand new sports car, and he had much more left. He started flipping money. He caught his first case in 11th grade, selling drugs. Listening to street dudes on the street that supposed to have been leading him right, encouraging him to go to college so he can go on and play ball and get to the NBA. No, they encouraged him to sell drugs. His own big brothers, older than him. He caught his first case in the 11th grade and went to prison for 5 years and lost all his scholarships. So that's why he was just getting out when I met him. I just wanted to bring y'all up to speed. He was a good dude, but he made a bad choice. We talking, and he said, you have any kids? I said, yeah, I have 2. He said, oh, I have 2 kids too. And he said, what's your kid's father's name? I said, well, I just broke up with David. He's from Chicago. You probably don't know him. He just did some bold stuff. And my oldest daughter, dad name is James, and he in there for, selling stuff too. I said, he got 12 years. He said, James who? And I told him his last name, right? He started laughing. He said, oh my God, those eyes. I said, what? He said, I know your eyes. Let me tell you how. He said, James was my bunkie for 3 years in prison. And he got your pictures all over his wall. I know you. I was like, oh my God. Now, what's the odds that I run into a brother that was in prison with my daughter's daddy, and he got my pictures all over his prison wall? He said, he gonna think I came out here and found you because I used to tell him how pretty you was. He gonna think I came out here and found you. He said, because I ain't finna let you go. He finna just be mad. So we start kicking it. We start talking. I knew his sister. I knew his mama. I knew he was from a good family. And everything started rolling. And we were just clicking. And Quinto was so fine. He was so delicious. Everything was perfect. His sister never told me he had one little problem. This is why his sister didn't want to introduce us. I didn't find this out for almost a year after I got pregnant with my son. He was on drugs. In the midst of him selling, he used his own supply. But he was a functioning addict because he was from a well-off family. He stayed clean. He stayed looking good. He stayed with a car. He is an architect. He know how to do blueprint everything. Man is smart. He know how to make business plans. Smart as shit. So he used to have my business because when he met me, I had my own daycare at home. And I was an RA at Job Corps. And me and my mother had a boutique. So when he met me, I had a 3-story home, a brand new Camry, and I had 3 incomes coming in. So I was good with my 2 kids. I wasn't on Section 8. I wasn't getting no dang on child support. And I was making almost 10 bands out of my house. So he was like, damn, you pay. You make, and this was in 98. No, actually 96. So he was happy to meet me. And as time went on, things started happening. I'm gonna tell y'all real quick. Y'all wanna know how I found out he was on drugs? Do y'all got time for a story time? I just did a little story time. When y'all wanna know how I found out? This how dumb people are. When you sheltered from the streets, I was sheltered from the streets. So I didn't recognize an addict. I thought all addicts looked like Pookie from New Jack City. I'm like, ain't no way he an addict. He don't look like Pookie. His mouth ain't white. He ain't skinny. I always thought that addicts looked like Pookie. Could y'all get my likes up since I've given y'all my life story? Because I promise y'all, I don't have no holdups, no cut car. I don't have no secrets. And it's going to be in my bio anyway. After we dated for about, he came around me for about 3 weeks at this time. And he spent the night at my house after 3 weeks, right? I shouldn't have let him spend the night. But I was weak in the flesh and he was keen to, So when he woke up that morning, his car had been in the shop when I met him. So he was driving his mom's car. So I went and picked him up that night, brought him to my house. I told him, I said, well, in the morning, I got to take my daycare kids to school and I got to pick them up after school. And I really don't have nothing to do today. And he said, well, can I use your car to go get my check? And I'll be back. I said, you better be back before my daycare kids get out of school. I don't play about my kids. And then my kids were in school. He said, yeah, I'll be back. I let him drive my brand new Camry. Brand spanking new. It's getting close to 3 o'clock. The kid's about to get out. Now, every morning, my sister-in-law lived next door to me, and our best friend lived next door to her. We live right in the row. We used to sit up and watch Jerry Springer, drink coffee, and act like 3 old hens. Talk, and then sometime my girl Cena used to come on. We all just talking about me and life and laughing and cooking each other breakfast. So I'm like, man, he ain't came back yet. They said, girl, he coming back. He coming back. 3 o'clock came. I had to walk and go get my kids and walk them 2 miles back to my house. I cooked them something to eat. I'm nervous, like maybe something happened to them. Never thinking nothing about the Krugs, y'all, because I don't know nothing about Krugs. I'm thinking the boy, something happened to him. All day went by. The kids' mamas then came and got them. I done put my kids to bed. 9 o'clock at night come. 10 o'clock at night come. 11 o'clock at night come. No call. His phone going to voicemail. I didn't know how to reach his mom at this time. I'm like, where is my freaking car? Forget him. He ain't keep the old no more. I'm about to kick his ass. Where's my car? Even though I had full coverage. And I didn't want to call my parents because they're going to be like, you let somebody use your car? So I'm at my sister-in-law's house. I'm sitting there like, oh my God, Lord, I know my car covered. I'm gonna get another car, but how am I gonna explain this to my mom? My kids coming back tomorrow. I gotta take them to school. I gotta walk 2 miles, take my kids back to school. We at my friend's house and somebody knock on the door. It's the police. At this time, it's like 12:30 a.m. My girl Kathy said, Nina, the police looking for you. Because my nephew told him I was 2 doors down. I said, yes. He said, your name, I ain't gonna tell you my birthday. I said, yes, that's me. He said, do you know such and such? I said, I just recently met him, yes. He said, we got him outside. I said, you got him outside? So I go outside. He's standing there, shivering. He talking about, I'm so sorry. And I'm looking around and thinking about him. I'm looking around, where my car at? Do you know what this fool said? This man is 6'1". He was probably 220, all muscle. Built like Ben Rain. Cut up solid. Fine as wine. He tell me somebody kidnapped him and threw him in my trunk and rolled him around all day. So my sister-in-law look at me, because she know what I had in my trunk. I had a bunch of stuff in my trunk, toys and everything for the kids. We had went somewhere and I had a trunk full of stuff. So she looked at me, she looked at Kathy, and she said, you mean to tell me somebody put your big ass in a trunk? Who? He said, it was 4 dudes. They kidnapped me, they beat me up, they had me in the trunk, and they threw me out, and I called the police, and the police came and helped me. I've been in the trunk all day. My naive, spoiled butt ass said, oh my God, are you okay? And my friend pinched me. Shut your stupid ass. So she said, come here, Nina. We left him outside. I went in my girl house. She said, Nina, Kathy's like 10 years older than me. She said, listen to me, little baby sis. That boy on drugs. I said, no, he's not. She said, Nina, baby, that's something a drug addict would do. He pawned your car. I was like, how you gonna pawn my car? She said, Nina, listen to me. I know the streets, you don't. The boy pawned your car. So I'm like, he do not look like Pookie Kathy. He too big to be a crackhead. She said, that's what he is. Watch. She's okay. Let's make him go to the hospital and take a drug test. So I go outside. He's shivering. The police let him stay there. I'm like, I'm scared to let him come to my house. I'm scared. I don't know how a drug addict act. I don't want him in my house. So we set up all night interrogating him. We didn't even want to go to sleep. Me and my friends, was 4 of us. So my friend Cena said, well, since you didn't pawn her car, could you go to the hospital and do a drug test for my girl so you can prove to us that you don't do drugs? Yeah, I do that. I ain't never did no drugs in my life. Heck yeah, we'll go. She said, okay. 7 o'clock, we going to the hospital. We take him to the hospital, y'all. He riding, confident, laughing and talking. I'm confident that he ain't on this shit. I'm like, look at him. He ain't on it. Look, he happy. I'm so stupid. I was so stupid. My brother done messed me up, spoiling me. We get to the hospital. This Negro go in the emergency room. We sitting in the waiting room. I said, watch. I promise y'all he ain't on no drugs. We waited an hour and a half came, 2 hours came. Cena go up to the desk and said, we checking on the guy we brung in here. They said, what guy? I ain't gonna tell y'all his name, but we checking on him. They look in the computer. We don't have nobody by that name. I said, he just went in there 2 hours ago. They said, oh, you talking about the dude that went out the back door? He went in the hospital and went out the back door and had us sitting there for 2 hours. So now I'm mad. I said, oh, hell no. I still ain't got my car. This brother done disappeared. So I said, Cena, let me use your car. I'm finna find my car. I'm finna go in every drug area I know in this city. It had to be God. I'm driving around and I bend a corner. I don't know what made me turn this corner. And I spot my car. I knew my car because on the front of the plate, I had my kid's name, my name. I know my car. I said, that's my car. Bunch of dudes standing around. I said, that's my car. They looking at me like, who the hell is you? I just walked up to them, give me my shit. I'm by myself. So they looking at me like I'm crazy. I said, how did you get my car? They said, New York pawned it to us. Who the hell is New York? A dude named New York, he pawned it to us, and we supposed to meet him back over on Oakdale at 2 o'clock. I think it was like 2 o'clock. I said, oh, yeah. I said, well, this is my car. I said, I'm going to get in the back seat. I want y'all to show me who New York is. We turned on Oakdale. I grew up on Oakdale. I know the whole neighborhood. I see a dude walking towards the car with a hood. His head was down with his hood. He walking like this. And I'm looking like, who the hell is that? How he get my car? And he looked up and it was him. It was him. He was walking up to their car. He didn't see me in the back seat because I had tinted windows. You know what he said to the driver? Hey, man, you can keep it another day, but you got to hook me up. I jumped out the back seat with my bat and said, Negro, what? Let me tell you what he did. His switch flipped just like that. Baby, these the niggas who got your car. I told you I was going to find your car. I'm sitting there like, is this Negro crazy? Did I just meet the stepfather? Who the hell is this dude? I'm like, what? I just heard what you said. No, I was checking him out for the... He tried to beat... These was kids. These were teenagers. He tried to beat them up. And I'm in front of him like, no, what's wrong with you? So I put them out my car. He gets in on the passenger side. I tell him I'm taking him to his sister's house. We go to his sister's house. I'm telling the sister what's going on, his big sister. She looking at him like, yeah, you did it. You a lie because I know you. So we arguing. Next thing you know, a whole street of gang members walked up to his sister's house. I'm stuck in the house. They calling him out. I said, oh my God, Lord Jesus, my mama go kill me. What I done got myself into, Jesus. They calling him out. You know what this brother did? He high. He still high. This one I found out he was kin to Michael Myers. The dudes lift up their shirts to let him know they didn't have no gun. He said, oh, y'all ain't got no gun? He said, oh, y'all want to square off with me, huh? I'm not over-exaggerating, y'all. It was about 20 dudes outside and girls. He went outside. This big country, Ben Raines built dude was knocking Negroes out cold. Bow! I mean, just beating them. And I'm sitting there like, I'm grabbing his sister like, this dude is not human. What's wrong with him? He knocking her, and she a fighter too. So she ready. She put on her shoes. She finna go help her brother. Police swamped on the street. All of a sudden, one dude snuck him, just hit him in the side of his face. Do y'all know he did like this? And grabbed his face and looked at the dude. The dude started running. He ran to the police and got in the police car and said, don't let me out. He didn't want to get out. He whooped everybody outside. Everybody else, even the police said they never seen nothing like that. I said, this man is not human. So half the dudes got arrested. He went back in the house. He started hollering at me and his sister talking about, y'all ain't even help me. I'm confused because I'm new. I'm new in the family. I don't know who these people are. I'm like, Negro, what the fuck? You stole my car. You pawned my shit. And you mad because I ain't help you fight some gang bangers. What? I'm just a little old girl from Oakdale Street, the baby of my family who run a daycare. I don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? I said, Lord, how did this happen to me? So his sister was like, I was about to help you, but you didn't need no damn help. You was knocking everybody out. He grabbed me. He said, baby, listen, I'm sorry. Listen, look at me. I'm sorry. I know it all seemed like you confused right now. I know you don't understand, but just give me a chance to fix it. And I'm sitting there like, you got the cooties. Your ass on Krugs. You got me messed up. You nasty. I thought, ugh. I didn't want to be bothered with him. Y'all know he begged me for months and months to talk back to him. I was terrified of this dude. Terrified. He was smothering me with gifts and flowers and just being romantic. And I'm like, So my dumb friends convinced me to give him another chance. Girl, he from a good family. You know his mama, his granddaddy a minister. I know people that got off course. I don't think he own them that bad because he ain't skinny like he said. And I'm sitting there like, And then one day, I said, all right, do y'all know my life been miserable for 25 years after that? I dealt with this brother in this habit for 25 years off and on. He kept going to prison. He kept stealing my car. He done stole jewelry. He done did all kind of shit. But he the type of person that he'd take something, he'll replace it 10 times as much. He knew how to charm people. Just say he'd take something. Next thing you know, he coming back with that plus 10 more. You're like, where you getting this money from? And I'm being so naive, I held on to this brother. I had 2 kids by this brother. Right now, our son is 25 and our daughter 18. That's Sonny granddaddy. My grandbaby Sonny, that's his granddaddy. The last draw was for me. When he went to prison, I ended up getting married. Moved down to Birmingham. He had got 5 years. I was married the whole time. We're out of the state. He came back. He begged and pleaded and cried, and he was different. For real this time, Nina. I'm different. It ain't the same. And I said, At this time, I was doing Facebook. I was doing motivational speaking. I had a lot of followers. I'm like, nope, I'm doing other things. I ain't got time. I left my husband, left that situation. I ain't doing that no more. I'm not this stupid little girl that you met. Nope. Finally, we was doing something one day. We was playing around. He was visiting the kids, and we went live. And everybody loved us. Y'all so cute together. Oh my God, your baby dad's so fine. Nina, y'all so funny. So I'm like, he might can help me make some money. So we was finna do a couples channel. We ended up getting back together, and I gave him one rule. I said, you do one thing. One. If you slip up and leave one time, and I don't know where you at. If you do anything, I'm done with you for life. I didn't say this so many times, he didn't believe me. Guess what? He lasted 2 weeks. We was around each other for 2 weeks. Everything was going fine. I wake up, he ain't in the house. My stomach start hurting. You know how some just make you sick. It remind me of my past. I'm like, I can't believe this shit. At this time, my daughter's 16. No, she 15. And my son was in his 20s. I'm like, this is it. He called me on FaceTime, y'all, like 3 in the morning. Drunk as hell. In the hood with some other drunk as hell men. Hey, babe, I'm just out here with the fellas. I ain't doing nothing. I know you think I'm doing something. And I was so sick in the stomach. I'm looking at him in disgust like, I'm about to be there in a few hours. I said, you can't come back here. What you mean? I'm going to take your clothes to Tia, which is my oldest daughter. You get your clothes from her. You can't ever, ever, ever in life come back to my house. I took his clothes to my daughter. He haven't been back to my house since. So he started dealing with a drug addict that he found at a Krug hotel. And they've been together now 3 years. They both alcoholics. They got a dysfunctional relationship. He thought she was going to make me jealous. I'm like, you got me twisted, brother. I'm glad she got your ass. Y'all compatible as hell. I'm glad. I hope y'all do run off into the hills. And he called me now every day. Every chance that girl out of his sight, he calling me on FaceTime. Hey, baby, can I come home? Negro, you would never have a home here. Never, ever, ever, ever. You took 25 years of me. 2 kids. And you know the thing about it? My kids never seen it. They look at him like daddy. He never brought no street stuff to my house. He never brought Krugs around my kids. They never saw him high. But one time, I got one more story to tell you. I go crack y'all up. I get a call. He was an aggressive drug addict. He big, right? So he used to take the drug dealer money and they dope. They were scared of him. So he left in my truck one day. Some girl calls me named Layasa. I'm looking at her like, who is this? She said, are you such and such wife? I said, yeah, why? She said, I got your truck. I got your keys. She said, but I'm asking you. She said, my man don't know this, but I'm asking you to please come get him because my boyfriend's scared of him. I said, how your boyfriend know him? He a drug dealer. So the drug dealer scared of the addict? She said, yeah, he just bullying him and taking his stuff. Her boyfriend told her to call me, act like she didn't know. He didn't know she was calling. So I said, what's your address? Because one thing about this person, whenever I show up, he gets some act right. He never disrespect me. He never put his hands on me. He would always bow down like a kid when I show up. Anybody else, he out of control. So I'm like, all right, I'm on my way. Tell my daughter, come take me over here. I didn't want her to see this. I didn't think I was going to see this. I'm in the living room talking to the girl, getting my keys, my car in the driveway. I'm sitting there talking to her and her boyfriend telling me how he's been bullying everybody. And I'm sitting there like, this is the craziest shit I've ever heard of. I said, so why y'all didn't call the police? He crazy, man. New York, they call him New York. New York crazy, man. Your man got issues. This dude, he can fight, he crazy. No, I ain't messing with him like that. I'm like, man, he ain't gonna do nothing. While we talking, he done came in the back door, didn't know I was there. The dude was going towards the kitchen. He grabs the dude, throw him up against the wall, and start going in his pockets. So I'm like, what's going on in there? And I walk around the corner, I said, gee, what the hell you doing? He looked at me and said, baby. Phew, took off running. So me and my daughter, I jump in my truck. She jump in her car. I said, we finna catch his ass tonight. I'm finna beat his ass. So he running through the neighborhood, y'all. She going one way, me and her flying, looking for him. We can hear the fence and stuff. He jumping over fences. You can't catch a drug addict. I'm telling you right now. He jumping over fences, running. I'm like, where did he go? So I'm sitting there for a minute. I called my daughter on the phone. I said, don't move, just park. He gonna show his face. So she around the corner. I'm right here, and I'm sitting there waiting. I'm looking around. I look over at this. Y'all know how them trees that somebody planted and they got the things holding it up and they real skinny trees. Let me tell you what drugs do to you. Let me show y'all something. Say this the tree. Can you see me? He was like this. I know that ain't him hiding behind that skinny ass tree. I said, gee. He's standing like, as long as I don't breathe, she ain't gonna see. He's standing just like this. I said, I can see your ass, stupid fool. I can see you. Soon as I got out the car, he took off running again. I was like, oh, hell no. Jesus, why me, Lord? What the hell I done got myself into? But all these years, me and his mama always tried to save him. So I got his mama on the phone. She in South Haven. She was like, when you catch him, bring him to me. I said, oh, yeah, he coming to you. He ain't coming to my house. So I act like I left. I parked down the street and I walked back to the people's house and I'm telling them to call me if they see him. This fool come back in the house again, y'all. Grab her boyfriend up against the wall trying to take his shit again. He thought I had left. I said, gee, if you run this time, I swear to God, I'm calling the police on you. All right, babe. All right. So he's walking to the car, right? My daughter get out the car. Never seen her stepdaddy hide. She was like, and he looked over at her. He said, oh, Lord, oh, baby girl, don't look at me. Don't look at me, please. Oh, Nita, why you do this? And she was just shocked like, Dad, because she called him Dad. I ain't tell her to. She called him, what you doing? He got to crying like a big-ass crybaby. I told her to go home. I said, I'm finna take him to his mama. I drove a whole hour to South Haven in the middle of the night with him. In the back seat. I told him to get in the back seat, in his seatbelt, and don't move. He was sitting in the back seat like this. I said, if you move, I'm beating your ass. You hear me? I'm not playing with you. I had a big Billy club. I said, if you even try to get out the car, I'm beating your ass. I drove him all the way inside him. His mama was waiting when she got there. I can't believe you're doing this still. All the stuff I done gave you. How spoiled you are. You was raised so well. She chastising him. He crying. He go look at me and say, so baby, you just gonna leave me here with my mama? Yes. He said, well, I'm letting you and my mama know. If you leave me, I'm finna go jump off the pier in Lake Michigan tonight. I said, Miss Williams, do you got insurance on them? She said, yeah. I said, you good. Talk to you later. Bye. Jump. Negro, jump. I've been through hell, y'all. And I never, ever, ever been a bitter baby mama. I continue to take care of my kids. When he went to prison, when he was in the streets, I didn't miss a beat. I didn't go lay up with another man. I didn't try to be vindictive. I didn't get on the internet and tell all his business till right now. I just did me. That's why I don't have no understanding of these bitter baby mamas. I'm like, y'all ain't seen half the shit I done seen. Y'all ain't deal with half the shit I done dealt with. And y'all can't stay afloat with the kids you have. I can't believe you leaving me with kids. I had 2 prisoners I had kids by. And the other one was a cheater. And I never pressed these brothers for no money because I always had money. I know how to get it from the mud. And then I was blessed to have 2 good parents. I never had to take my kids to daycare. Whenever I went through something, they had my back because I had a mama and a daddy in my life. So I was blessed in a lot of areas, but I still don't understand these bitter baby mamas. If you got a man in your life that you chose, why you mad at everybody? I chose the men. Didn't I tell y'all I looked across the room and said, keep the oil? I chose that. Even after he beat up the gangbangers, I got back with him. I was working in the flesh. Keith oil had me go. He had me gone. I never, ever, ever, ever loved nobody like I loved him. And he couldn't even appreciate it. That's why every chance he get, I can cuss him out right now, call him every name in the book. And he'll start crying. Why you talking to me like that, baby? You just really done with me for life. Yeah. Where your girlfriend at? Why you calling me? Bruh, what you want? He get mad. He cannot believe I'm over him. Because I used to take him back so many times until that last time. But guess who did that to me? I did it. My mother and father, they never intervened too much. They used to always pray for him. One time he stole my car, y'all. Everybody in my family looking for him. We come back to the house because we couldn't find him. I called his mama. She came from out of town to look for him. I happened to go upstairs to lay down because I had a headache. And I hear something in the closet. I said, what the hell is that? I grabbed my pistol because I had a license to carry. Grabbed my pistol like, who in the hell in my house? I open the door. Guess what I see? I see a butt-naked Ben Raines in the closet in a fetal position like this. Hiding, butt-naked. Negro, what are you doing? Where the hell is my car? Baby, I can't help to take a shower. Please don't tell nobody I'm up here. I called everybody. He up here butt-naked in the closet. My mother opened the door. My mother, Christian woman, she said, oh, Lord Jesus, let's pray for him, Jesus. Oh, look at him, Jesus, Lord. I was like, pray for him, my butt. I was hitting him with the broom and beating him beside his head. And my mama sitting there, in the name of Jesus, and I'm sitting here. I've been through some things, y'all. All I can do is laugh now. For real. And when I remind him of the stuff he hears, like he got amnesia. I said, you know, wait, he, Well, it was Richard, James, Tony. He chapter 5 in my bio. You know he tell me, don't put me in that book. Negro, you are the book. Everybody else got about 30 pages. You got 300. You the book. I can't write my bio without you. You're the story. You gonna be the reason people want part 2. Because I just told y'all that much of it. Y'all ain't heard nothing. This brother's story is amazing. I should be a bestseller when I write my bio. They gonna be saying, we gotta meet him. And then he had the nerve to say this. When you gonna have me on your YouTube channel? Because I'm gonna tell them everything. I said, what? Everything? He wanna tell them y'all about the young dude I met after he did all this shit. Oh, that's the only little part you gonna remember? I said, you do not wanna come on my YouTube channel. I would embarrass your ass. Because you know I remember everything. That's the brother I cut. That's the same brother. Same brother. We got story after story. I have stories for a lifetime from this brother. And after doing all that, when he cheated, and I did what I did and lost my mind, that's why. I've been through all that shit. You got the nerve to cheat after all the shit you... Nigga, I would kill you. I had to get away from him. But I say all this to say, y'all, I'm still not a bitter black woman. I'm still not. Because those was the choices I made. I'm not going to sit here and say all black men ain't shit and my baby daddy this and that and this. I'm not, and I wasn't even on the system like that. I've been on it here and there, off and on. But I wasn't even on the system. I always had a grind. So I've had the space to call people no damn good. And I didn't even do it. Because my kids is half of that person. If I hate that person, I don't like my kids. Even though I feel the way I feel, they only see daddy. And that's what y'all don't understand. And mothers get so mad, they want to brainwash the kids to feel the way they feel. That's why they tear the father down in front of the kids, because they want the kid to feel the same way they feel. And children grow up one day, and I'm for sure it's been some kids somewhere said, well, mama, if he was so bad, how you end up sleeping with him? Why you have babies by him? They should start asking their mother that. He was that bad. Did he crepe you, mama? Did he hold you down with a gun? So, if he was that bad, why you didn't see that before now? So now that you got the kids by him, and you knew what he was the whole time, but you thought you were different and you was going to change him and you couldn't, now he ain't shit. But guess what? You ain't shit either. Because you had kids by a no shit ass man. You had kids by a person you know couldn't be a father. So guess who suffered? The kids suffered. I had babies by brothers that wasn't nothing like my father who raised me. So I had to do everything I could to give my kids the life that I had on my own. Because I didn't want them to miss a beat because of my bad choices. I remember he walked into my daddy's room. It was legendary. I didn't know what he was going to do. It was on Thanksgiving. We was at my mom's house. He said, I want to speak to Mr. Mayberry. And I'm like, for what? What the hell you want to talk to my daddy for? He went in there and asked my father. He had a ring. He said, Mr. Mayberry, can I marry your daughter? My daddy looked at this boy and said, get out my room and shut my door. He came back in and sat down. My mother said, what'd he say? He said, he told me to get out of his room and shut his door. She said, well, you got the answer. That means no. He was sitting there. I didn't know he had a ring. I said, what you got? He said, I don't even know if I should give it to you now. Your daddy told me to get out of space. So we planned a wedding, a huge wedding. My mother went there and talked to my daddy. She said, Jim, if that's what she want to do. He said, whatever. She called my big sister, the one that's past my older sister. My sister came down to visit. She sat there and talked to him. I'm thinking, my sister's so real. She's from Chicago. She's so real. She was just like my mother. She said, let me talk to him for a minute. I'm thinking she was going to tell him, you know, if you do something to my baby sister, I'm going to kill you and all that. She looked at this man and said, I don't like you. You a crackhead. I don't want my baby sister to marry you. And the only reason I'm coming to this stupid ass wedding because my mama making me. And that's all I got to say. I said, oh my God, my family crazy. I was like, my whole family is nuts. Did nobody approve? My brother was in prison. My other sister, she just told him pretty much, don't have me F you up. That's all I got to say. Don't have me F you up, and we good. I'm sitting there like, what kind of marriage this gonna be? We planned this whole big wedding. His mother, my parents paid a lot of money. And one day he came home from work, and I looked at him, and I could tell he had been getting high. And I took off his ring, and I threw it at him. He said, what you doing? I said, the wedding's off. His mother was driving me crazy because she real bougie. She was, God rest her soul, she was real bougie. All I could keep hearing is, we're going to have croissants. Croissant. If I see croissants right now in a damn grocery store, I'll probably have a damn panic attack. I said, your mama drove me crazy about these croissants. My family don't like you. You stupid. I got a headache. I don't want to get married. No, I'm not marrying you. He cried and cried. Well, we got everything together. You got the dress. My sister-in-law had paid almost $1,000 for our cake because she was my matron honor. I mean, we had a lot of stuff. We had this huge, beautiful wedding planned, and I called it off. What we gonna do with the cake? Eat it, Annie. Eat the cake, Annie. I don't give a damn what you gonna do with the cake. I ain't gonna eat it. That's why I never married him. Some common sense set in and said, Nina, no. And I gotta believe it was my favorite cousin Joy that died when I was 13, that always schooled me. She got inside my soul and said, hell no, you ain't finna marry this man. So I didn't do it. But let me get this person off my channel. Put him in timeout. But yeah, that's my story. And I had to give y'all story time because I want y'all to understand that I'm a black woman that's been through some things, that's been hurt, that's been dogged out, that raised kids by myself. So when I speak, I know what I'm speaking about. I'm not just trying to dog black women. But I'm noticing that y'all taking y'all life choices and blaming the man. Now, y'all just heard my crazy story. Did y'all hear me one time say it's his fault? Did y'all hear me say one time because of him? No. God gave me every sign under the sun that this brother wasn't right for me. And I'm still holding on to keep the oil. Just holding on. Because he looked good. He tastes good. The sex was good. The money was good. When he was on, he was on. Did I tell y'all he was an architect? His brother kept money. His grandfather was a pastor. His mama was rich and bougie. He was from a good family. He could hide it he was a functional addict. That's what kept me in with him. He didn't walk the streets. You would never hear nobody ever, whoever came in encounter with him would say he was dirty, he was bummy, he was sticking people up. Now, he would take your shit. But people would say this man, that dude is a weird drug addict. He just weird. He kept a car, he kept his gear, he kept jewelry on. He was like, we ain't never seen no addict like him. And I'm like, that's what kept me in tune for so long. And right now today, if I do an interview with him, when y'all see him, he don't look like he ever been on nothing. You like that cannot. Matter of fact, y'all, I'm gonna give y'all a treat. I'm gonna post a picture of him and I tonight. We standing by a car in front of our house that we had, and you tell me, do he look like a drug addict? Y'all will be like, that Negro is fine. Ain't no way, y'all. And we got 2 babies. His name is Eugene. Our kids is LaGina and Eugene. And together we have 3 grandbabies. And he count my daughter, my other 2 kids, David's daughter and Shatia's daughter. He count they kids too. But we really only have baby Sonny, Leari, and baby G. Them are our grandbabies together. But this man been in my life since 96. And now he's my little brother. And I'm okay. I survived it. It was a lesson well learned, and this is why I talk to young girls. This is why I preach to my daughters. This is why I try to give lessons, because I'm telling y'all, don't be like me. Don't spend 25 years of your life with somebody you ain't supposed to be with, girl. And if you do, stand on that 10 toes down. This is the decision I made, and I gotta live with it. And stop calling people deadbeats and you on a system. You don't have no space to call nobody shit when you on the system. I did a whole video on Facebook about this. If half these women get cut off, do y'all know how many deadbeat mamas it'll be out here? If y'all get cut off the system, do you know how many deadbeat mothers will be out here? You can't take care of them babies. So stop acting like you doing something so much more than this guy. You're getting help. These men ain't getting no help. Because I know brothers who raising their kids. I used to date a brother who raised his son by himself because his mama was on drugs. And this brother ain't missed a beat with his son. His son a straight A student. He don't play with him at all. He's terrified of his daddy. So I know it's some good men out here that can take care of their kids. But let y'all tell it, it ain't no good black man. I was raised by one. So I don't identify with that. And the ones I chose, I think I was rebelling. I was going against the grain. I picked every man that was opposite from my daddy. I don't even know why. I was too sheltered. That's why you can't shelter your kids and hold them, because when they get out in the world, they don't recognize Pookie. He don't look like Pookie. That he couldn't have been doing drugs. Just dumb as shit. Because they kept me sheltered. Don't say that around Nina. Plug your ears. I couldn't even hear certain things because I'm the baby. I was the little precious little baby in the family. How did I end up with somebody like this? Because they didn't teach me about them kind of people. So I became streetwise by dealing with him. My brother started coming. My brother got out of prison. He came around. They became good friends. They was doing shit. I'm around the house like I'm a warden, keeping their asses in line, because I promised my mama I would keep my brother in order. And when she died, I got him, mama. I got him. You know, it took him about 2 years to adapt back to society. My brother did 28 years in prison. So I got my brother at my house. I got this fool at my house. I got to be the prison warden because they think they still in jail. I got to act like I'm a damn prison warden. It got so bad at my house. I had a ranch-style, beautiful house in a white neighborhood. White girls love my brother. Let me tell you that. White girls love my brother. They came to my house like they was trick-or-treating in June. I'm on my computer. Let's see, no. Who the hell knocking at my door at 1 in the morning? Who is it? Hi, it's Tina. I open the door. It's like 6 white girls. What can I do for you? Is James home? What the hell? Did you know what? Can we see James? I said, I will beat y'all ass if y'all knock on my door again. It got so bad, I had to put a sign on my back door. No white girls at the midnight. I'm not playing. If y'all, when I write this book, y'all gonna be like, oh my God. Y'all thought Kim Porter book was good. Y'all ain't heard shit. One day I had to go down the basement. Look, I gotta let y'all go. Y'all will be up here all night listening to me. I had to go down the basement. Because I heard some white girls creep in my basement. I said, I know them white girls. I played it off like I was asleep. I waited till they got down there for a couple hours. I said, yeah, I'm finna go down here and whoop some white girls' asses tonight. I went down there with my 2x4. No, I had my bag. He knocked out sleep. Looked like he just had a big-ass orgy. It's food, drinks. He had 3 naked white girls in the basement. G was trying to warn him. He went on the side of the house, knocking on the window like, Nina, finna come downstairs. You better get up, get out of there. I went downstairs. I grabbed Becky by her hair, butt naked. I threw girls out in my driveway, butt naked. Get out. I gotta get Michael. You ain't getting shit. Goodbye, Becky. Put them out naked. My brother was looking at me like, G said, that ain't your little sister no more, man. She crazy. I told you she was crazy. That ain't the little sister you remember. Then I threw their clothes at them. Get out my house. Then I had both of them sitting at the kitchen table like little kids, giving them a lecture. If I get one more white girl, knock on my door. If I get one more addict, you leave here with this car, I'm busting heads to the white meat. Do you hear me? They sit there like... My brother respect me right now. He is tell everybody, whatever I do, don't tell my sister. Because Nina gonna come. And y'all don't want Nina to come. Because I'm coming. My brother ain't gonna do shit and somebody call and tell me he did it. Because he don't want me to come. Gene ain't gonna do shit when they don't want me to show up. They made me like this, y'all. But this your girl Nina from Unbreakable Strong Woman. I hope y'all enjoy story time because I wasn't even gonna tell y'all this. I just started talking. But I'm saying this because I want y'all to understand, ladies. Please give my likes up. I want y'all to understand when I'm talking, I know what the hell I'm talking about. When I'm talking about being self-sufficient, loving yourself, stop blaming a man for your life. Because that was me. I've been through everything. I done dealt with some of everything. And I only been with this many men. And I got a lifetime story. I could write a whole movie about my life. Tyler Perry ain't got nothing on Nina. He actually need to call me. I give him a whole new storyline. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you the bestseller, Tyler. Call me. But y'all don't want to listen to me. Y'all just want to push the blame. Y'all want to make a man life miserable because you made bad choices. You stuck with the kids. I had 4 by myself. Like I said, I had my parents, but I had 4 by myself and I made it. And I never, ever, ever, ever went to the front of the court. I still get letters. Because I get child support from G. For our 18-year-old or 25, he paying back child support. But I never went down there. They can't tell neither one of them can ever say, Nina went down there and pressed me for child support. They can't never say this, Nina been a bitter baby mama. Nina got into it with my wife. I'm cool with David, fiance, girlfriend, whatever she is. He always got a new one. My daughter Tia dad is well off now, own his home, been married like 15 years. We just seen his wife and his other daughter in the mall just the other day. And what did I do? Hey, welcome to her, hugged her. How you doing? You Christmas shopping? I'm cool with her. Been cool with her for years, since they met. I would be cool with you, drunk ass girlfriend, if she didn't like me. She don't like me. She intimidated by me. Because he probably told her some of the stories I'm telling y'all and how much we went through. And then she can't have no more kids because they older. And we got 2. We got grandbabies. She don't like that. And she can't see my fly either. I just kind of... She can't see my fly. I'm just being real. You know what I'm saying? But anyway. I will be cool with her. Because I don't want them brothers. I don't want them brothers. Hey, Patricia, do you know what I'm talking about, Patricia? I'm just being real. What's your name, Finishta? What is that name? She said, hallelujah. Berna, man, I've been through so much. Y'all couldn't even imagine, Miss Sherry. You couldn't even imagine, Monique, Denise. Boy, Kanique. I've been through so much. Show them you mean business. Hell yeah, I wasn't playing with them, Wendell. He said, sad when Becky willing to risk it all. Will she go black and ever go back? I guess. Because Becky knew how I was coming. Becky knew. I got other Becky stories. I beat a few Beckys down. Yeah, about my brother. Don't let me fool you. Oh, no. Don't play with me about my brother. My brother is my heart. I got two brothers. My oldest brother, way older than me. He in Tulsa. But the one I grew up with in the house, he 5 years older than me. Don't play with him. And I will let him know when he wrong, too. But my brother, my two brothers and my sister, we all we got. Everybody else done died. It's us and our kids. Well, I mean, we got cousins and whatever, but our immediate family, we all we got. And I'd be damned if I let anybody take one of mine away from me like that. Now, if they doing wrong, ain't nothing I can do about it. But you just try to, no. But this your girl, Nina, from Unbreakable Strong Woman. Thank y'all for watching me act silly. I hope y'all got some laughter. I hope y'all learned some stuff. Y'all can judge me, TK. I don't even mind, because everything that I've been through in my life, everything I've been through in my life, brought me up to this moment right now. And guess what I am? I am an unbreakable, strong woman because of the people that broke me throughout the years. They broke me so much. I rebuilt myself. I reinvented myself. And I am who I am today because of them. So I thank those brothers. I thank those no good friends. I thank those jobs who fired me, because if they didn't do all of that, I wouldn't be on YouTube. So I thank them for putting the passion in my heart to speak, to have a story to tell you. Because if I hadn't been through nothing, I wouldn't have nothing to talk about. So I'm sharing my struggles, my journey with you in hopes to save you some of those struggles. When I say, damn it, that's a brick wall, you finna hit a wall and you don't want to listen to me, I tried to save you. Because I can see stuff about to happen. That's why my kids get so mad at me, because I pick up stuff like this. I can be walking past one of my kids, I hear them arguing with somebody, they go with it, I'll be like, what I tell you about your self-esteem? What I tell you about loving yourself? Mom! Don't ever let nobody talk to you like that. I get pissed because I hear it. Mom, I'm grown. Okay, I just want to let you know. Don't you ever let nobody talk to you like that. I taught you better than that. I be hearing girls, you no good. My sons will just be holding the phone, doing something else, like they don't hear it. No. When it comes to that, it's time to cut folks off. What'd you say? See, my daughters, they kind of get it. Especially my oldest one. She a firecracker. Tia ain't playing it. Oh, she would cut her brother off at their knees. What you say? And she fight like Joe Frazier. I'm just saying, you know. It be fighting dudes that meet her, be like, man, your daughter's strong as hell. She didn't used to have cancer. Y'all lying or something. She too damn strong. What they give her? Some damn spinach or something for her chemo? Because she done flipped brothers over, had them in headlocks. They say, ain't no way she used to be sick. Yeah. She crazy. Like her grandmama. I'm just letting you know now. She's nuts. They get to calling me, tell me. I'm like, oh my God. But thank y'all for watching me. I want to talk to y'all about Jay-Z. I want to talk to y'all about being bitter baby mamas, hating on these men. Ladies, let this shit go. Get you right. If he ain't paying child support, if he ain't doing what he wanted to do, take it as an L. I messed up. I had a baby by the wrong person. So all I can do now, Father God, is go give me 2 jobs. I'm not going to put this man down, because the more I put him down, I'm putting my kids down. Because 50% of his blood belong to his daddy. So if I'm saying his daddy ain't shit, he going to think I'm talking about him. Because all he see is daddy. He don't see that no shit man that had your legs behind your head. He don't see that. He see that's my daddy. You did that, mama. So do this. Eat it. Swallow it. I messed up. I can't do that no more. I got these kids. I gotta make it do what it do. I refuse to dog their father in front of them, because I chose that man. But they mean, you can't see your daddy. You chose my daddy. I ain't choose him. And some of y'all hate y'all kids because they look like their daddy. Some of y'all beat y'all kids and mistreat y'all kids because they look like their daddy. Some of y'all watching me got beat by y'all mamas because y'all look like y'all daddy. Y'all need to stop that, ladies. And it's mostly brown girls. Because Becky looking for them. Y'all trying to get rid of them. Becky knocking on Nina's door. Can James come out and play? So all the dudes you said ain't no good, Becky want them. I'm telling you, Becky coming. She don't give a damn if James cheating. She just want a little piece of James. Y'all want a husband. Becky want a good time. It's a difference. What do white girls say? That's fun. I'm not in love with him. We're just having fun. I brought 3 of my friends to have fun with me. Even though Nina found us butt naked in her basement, we had fun. But let me let y'all go. Thank y'all for listening. Please make sure you push the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. Please push all notifications if you haven't been notified or you notified late. Unsubscribe, subscribe back, push notifications on your phone and your app. And if you don't see me, just look for me, because sometimes YouTube don't put notifications. That's why I have to get a schedule so y'all would know what time I come on. And I believe I'll get more subscribers and more viewers if I had a schedule. Would that work better for y'all if I had a schedule? And if it is, would y'all prefer me to have a late night schedule? I'm thinking I was going to do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. For real. I was going to do breakfast, lunch, and dinner with Nina. I was going to do like 8 o'clock. Probably noon, and then late night, 8 or 9 o'clock at night. That's what I was going to do. That was my plan. I don't know how that will work out for you all, but I think that will work. Don't y'all think it'll work? You know, 8 o'clock on your way to work, lunchtime, you can catch me, and then when you unwind late night, you can catch me again. And that way you can't miss my stories, my videos, my insight, and you always be in tune with me. So in the beginning of the year, I will have a schedule, because I'm tired of YouTube playing with my videos. But thank you for watching me. Y'all be safe, love each other, forgive your baby daddy because you chose him. Be his friend for his kids. Do it for your children. If the brother broke, give him a few dollars to take your kids to the park, so your sons can have somebody in their life that's a man, could teach them how to be a man. Now, if he ain't no damn good, if he a petty, if he an addict, you don't need to be around your kids. But don't tell your kids that. Let them figure that out for themselves. Just say, Daddy just can't be around right now. He's sick. For real, I'm just being for real. Don't put that in your kids' head. So as they become a man, like my son David, I never, ever, ever put negativity about his daddy in his life. I would send him to Chicago in the summertime and everything. I would make sure when his daddy told him something, I knew he was lying, so I would have a nest egg just in case his daddy didn't come through, and I would take his daddy's slack. My daddy said he was going to buy me this, this, and this. I know he probably ran into a hard time. But guess what? Me and you finna go buy it right now. Come on. He remembered them days. My mama went and bought stuff you said you was going to buy. So now he a man. He still say this. I love my pops. But I remember the days he lied to me. I remember, Mom, you tried to take up for him, but I seen it. But I still love my pops. I ain't mad at him. He know that. I never told him not to love his daddy. I never put his daddy down. I never even told him the stories about cheating. He just found out on his own. Now he's a grown, strong, 30-year-old man, and he said, all I can do is be a better man to my daughter, a better father than he ever was to me. He don't miss a daddy-daughter dance. He don't miss a field trip. He always at that school. He chastised his daughter. He just bought her a brand new iPad for Christmas and a bunch of clothes. He have his daughter every other weekend, and when it ain't his weekend, he have her. Whenever he can, he's always there. And still, his daughter's mama say he a deadbeat. That's how sad this shit is. No matter what he do, he's still a deadbeat because she got 2 other kids by another brother. So her life is overwhelming. So she blaming him because her life overwhelming. You need to do more. I give her all my time, all the little money I have. What you want me to do? She wants somebody to come in and help her ease her burden financially because you got 2 more kids. Where they daddy at? He do more for your daughter than you. You a damn lie. And that's sad when you got a father that's present in a child's life and you still complain when these dudes don't even want to be around their kids. You blessed to have a father that's there. My other son, present, and he get called deadbeats, no good, such and such, you broke, and his kids cannot ever say they woke up and their father wasn't in their life. Do you know how many kids ain't seen their daddy? They might get the money from child support, but they don't see their father. So most of these women, y'all rather have the money than have the father there. And that's the sad thing about y'all. Y'all rather have money right there. That's why y'all say men ain't no good, because you want more money. It ain't about him being in their life because he's there. But he ain't living up to your standards. He ain't shit. He ain't no good. He ain't living up to your standards. And your standards is, I need more money. And you know why a lot of these women say men ain't no good? Because their father wasn't shit. They never had a daddy in their life. And some of these women jealous that a father in their kid's life and their daddy wasn't in theirs. So they give them a hard time. First of all, I want to ask any one of y'all who never had a father in your life, never had a positive male influence in your life, how in the hell you know what a good father look like? How do you know if you never had one? That's what cracked me about these women. You ain't shit. Do you know what a good man look like? Have you ever had a good man in your life? Every man you ever had wasn't shit. So you think I ain't shit and I'm actually a good man. I be looking at these good men and I'm like, so you live there? Yeah, I live there. I've been there since my kids been born. My son 9, my daughter 4. I've been there through their whole life. I just struggled a little bit financially. I got to get my life right. I didn't caught a case here or there, but I always was there. I helped her through some of the hardest times. When I got lump sums of money, I made sure she was good. But as soon as I'm down, I ain't shit. Mental abuse. Not only that, when he decided to leave, this person I'm talking about, or she called the police every time he do something. He touching my food, anything, and they live together. Lock him up. She the first one at the jail to visit him. If he leave, she on the phone, me and the kids need you. She one of them bipolar people that I don't want you, but I don't want nobody else to have you either. I want you to be miserable because I'm miserable. I don't want you to have a good life because I didn't have a good life. I don't want you in my kid's father, my kid's life as a father because my father wasn't in my life. I'm actually jealous of my own kids, but I ain't woman enough to own that. I'm jealous that my kid's grandmama and his aunties and uncles in their life, and I didn't have aunties and uncles and a grandmama in mine. So I'm going to dog your whole family because I'm actually bitter that they got more than what I ever had. And that's what it be. If y'all want to say it or not, that's exactly what it be. You're jealous of your own damn kids. I'm for real. Listen to me. Listen to the words that's coming out of my mouth. Y'all jealous of your own kids. And y'all jealous of the men you had kids by. Because a lot of these boys, and I'm saying grown boys, they mama boys. A lot of these brothers had good mothers. Sometimes we was too good to the brothers that they spoiled. So they go from their mama house to your house. But guess whose fault that is? Like my mother said, a woman can ruin a man. Y'all let them brothers move into your Section 8 units. Your low income that the government giving you, and you have a baby on low income in a Section 8 unit by a brother that don't even work, and you got the audacity to say he ain't shit. What you saying about yourself? First of all, your ass on the system. What you still having babies for and you on damn Section 8? Why are you still having babies when Medicaid got to pay for your delivery? You don't have no benefits. You don't have no life insurance. And you sitting there having babies like you got it like that because you driving a brand new car that's outside in front of your Section 8 unit. You paying $500 a month on a car note, but you can't pay your rent. I know y'all. So you can't tell me I'm lying. Half y'all got car notes, get $100 nails, $500 wigs, and you on Section 8. But you'll tell a brother he ain't shit. You broke ass Negro, you ain't shit. So if Donald Trump cut your shit off, would you be shit? Would you be walking around here looking like, what's her name? Silly from The Color Purple. Would you be walking around here looking like Silly if he cut your money off and you can't get that wig? Would you be looking like Silly? Huh? No, he ain't shit. You have big in the booty fingers. You can't get your nails done. Be looking like who did it and what for, because you can't get them bags. Them bags that you got during the pandemic, you going to have to sell them because you ain't got nothing. You be out here tricking in. And a lot of y'all do that too. Y'all want to be put way up here on a high pedestal and you selling your ass on the internet. I've never heard of a high price hoe. You know what I'm saying? I deserve this. I'm not eating that Applebee's. When do a hoe get to tell somebody where they gonna eat? I'm buying the food and you gonna tell me where to spend my money? Get your ass out. I done seen brothers make them videos. Get your ass out. You right. You don't deserve Applebee's. You don't even deserve McDonald's. Get your ass out my car. Y'all better start humbling these people. For real. Humble they ass. Oh, I'm finna humble your ass. If somebody told you wrong, Dr. Miami lied to you. He told you when he gave you that booty, he gave you this confidence, think you can dog your brothers. You got the game fucked up. You and your booty can go over there. Go find Peter, because I'm not the brother to do that. I would go get a girl with a booty made like a board before I let you degrade me, big booty Karen. Get your ass away from me, and it stank anyway. Shit, you got me twisted, girl. Y'all need to start humbling these girls. And when y'all see these girls out here fighting, because this is something else the brown girls do. They do meetups. They fight each other. They fight about baby daddies. Brothers, stop grabbing y'all phones. I'm recording. Humble they ass in the midst of their dumb shit. Y'all need to get in the middle of the fight and say, you know what? Y'all is a disgrace to our race. Y'all supposed to be the mothers of the earth, and y'all out here acting like some damn hood rats, raising my kids. Y'all need to sit y'all stupid asses down somewhere and be women. Go home to your damn kids. That's what y'all need to start doing when y'all see them girls out there fighting. But most of y'all black men, y'all instigate shit. Humble they ass. Maybe people be like, I ain't gonna be doing that no more. He embarrassed the shit out of me. Humble them. I don't care if you don't even have to know them. Y'all all look like some damn hood rat fools. Y'all some hoes? That's what y'all telling me? Y'all some hoes. Y'all acting like some hood rat hoes. Where your kids at? Take your stupid ass home. No, time out. You ain't finna do this shit at the club that I go to and enjoy myself on the weekend. You ain't finna tear up the shit I enjoy. This what y'all need to start doing to y'all black people. You not finna tell where I can go and relax and have a drink after work. Cause y'all don't know how to act like y'all some damn human beings. Hell no, take that shit to your house. Cause you messing it up for everybody. We tired of hitting the news because of your hood rat ass. And when you see a girl with a bonnet on and some pajamas, go over there and be her brother. Baby girl, you is so pretty. You got a beautiful face. I just want to know why you think it's okay to come outside in a bonnet and pajamas. What? I just want to know. I'm not trying to disrespect you. But as a man, I'm telling you how we view you. So if you want to listen, little sis, you can. If you don't, I understand. But that's not classy at all. It's not attractive at all. And any brother that talk to you looking like that, he in survival. He just wants somewhere to lay his head. Because not one man think that's attractive. Take it like a grain of salt if you want to. But I'm trying to give you a lesson. No disrespect, sis. I love you. That's why I'm telling you the truth. And walk away. But see, y'all don't say nothing. Y'all laugh. Y'all take pictures in the grocery store. People put it on Facebook and laugh and clown folks like some kids. No, approach them like, can I give you some constructive criticism without you getting mad? What? No. Without that attitude, sis. You shouldn't do that. You're a beautiful person. Who made you mad? Make her laugh. You so cute. Who made you mad? Black men ain't shit. No. I'm a good black man, sis. I'm trying to tell you something. Just listen to me. I'm a good black man. And I don't think you should be wearing a bonnet outside. I bet you got pretty hair. I didn't want to comb today. You always should want to comb your hair. You always should want to love yourself. It shouldn't be a moment in life that you don't have time for yourself. If nobody ever told you this, I love you because you my sister. And I want to see you be the best you at all times. I don't want to laugh at you. I don't want to talk about you. I don't want to put you down. I just want you to know that you're a queen and you always got to have your crown on. Don't let nobody take your crown. I don't know who made you upset. But better days is coming. Keep your head up. I got you. And walk away. It will stick with her for the rest of her life. I promise you it will. I done had brothers walk up to me before when I'm mad, frowned up. I don't even know I'm frowning. What you mad for? And I'm like, what? What you frowned up for? I ain't frowned up. Yes, you is. If I would have took your picture, you would just face all barred up. What's wrong with you? Nothing. Well, whoever made you mad, your whole expression on your face making you ugly. Smile. Get them frowns out your forehead. Whoever did that to you, don't give them the satisfaction with your cute self. And then walk away and I'll be like, okay. You don't even realize you're walking around mad. I used to be walking around, just get up. Throwing stuff in. Who left my dishes in my sink? And who shows it? My kids used to be like, nervous. Mama, what's wrong with you? Just wake up mad, angry at breakfast. Because I'm mad at my life. From the choices I made. I did that. And until I laid on somebody's sofa and made a few phone calls to fix my mind, I would have still been in that mindset until I did that and became a better person. I was a horrible person. And once I got out that mindset, it's like an out-of-body experience. It felt like I raised up above all that misery and I was looking down on my old self. And I was sitting there like, ooh, yuck, that was me? Nobody told me? Didn't nobody say I was acting like that? I was embarrassed. I did not like myself. I said, I don't even like hearing my own mouth. And every time I caught myself going on, something inside me like, that's the old you. You better go pray. Just be quiet, Nina. You ain't got to have the last word. You ain't got to go off on no brother. You ain't got to go toe-to-toe with no man and prove who you are. It takes a bigger woman to be quiet. Do you know how much self-control it takes to be quiet? It's easy to turn into a pit bull, but just to be quiet, just to say this, you right, baby, I'm sorry. That takes so much self-discipline. When you get to that point in your life, you have matured. Baby, you right, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that to you. I was wrong. I shouldn't have touched your stuff. I'm sorry. But it takes an even bigger person to say, okay, I forgive you. And the argument stopped then. What we gonna watch on TV? Go get the rabbit and the rose and the bullet. I want all three tonight. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But I love to laugh. I love people. I love to talk. I enjoy you guys. And I hope y'all enjoy me. Maybe I'm off course because it's supposed to be a celebrity channel. But it's hard for me to keep talking about these damn fools in Hollywood. I'm burnt out with these fools. I can touch, as y'all notice, I touch a little story now and then I go into something else. I'm so tired of their asses, for real. Because we could talk about what we need to do to fix us. I don't care about fixing Jay-Z ass. Shit, Jay-Z didn't have the best of the best, even Beyonce. I haven't seen the money Jay-Z didn't see. How I'm gonna fix a billionaire? And I can't fix a dollar heir. My kid's daddy's a dollar heir. I can't even fix their ass. One of them a 50-cent heir. A quarter heir. I can't fix his ass. Shit, how I look reaching up in Hollywood telling Jay-Z and Diddy what they need to be doing, and my life is in chaos. This what I be telling y'all. Y'all baby daddies ain't even listening to you. You talking about, he did it. What your baby daddy do? Shit, girl, fix your own damn house. 10 to them badass kids running around there watching Diddy them on video. Do y'all know my damn 9-year-old grandbaby got her new tablet from her daddy the other day? We on our way to Craig's Cruises to hang out yesterday, right, for my grandson's birthday. Did you know I'm in the back seat with them? All the kids sitting back there with me. You know what she said? She said, do y'all want to watch Diddy documentary? I said, what you say? She said, do y'all want to watch Diddy documentary? I said, Diddy? She said, yeah. You know he the baby oil man. I said, if y'all turn to Diddy, I'll be there putting ass in the backseat. Well, Grandma, you talk about, I'm grown. They wanted to watch Diddy documentary about him being a baby oil man. I said, oh, hell no. My daughter was laughing so hard she almost crashed. She said, did she just say she want to watch Diddy? She's 9. I just can't do these kids. But this your girl, Nina. Again, for a great girl, strong woman. I've been on here 2.5 hours, y'all. And y'all been hanging in there with me. Y'all some G's. Y'all some dedicated ass people. I love y'all. If y'all want to support the channel, it's in my description. If y'all want to email me, it's usw616 at 616 at Gmail. P.O. Box 7311, Grand Rapids, Michigan 49510 is my P.O. box. But thank you for the love. Thank you for listening. I love you all. I gotta go. I was supposed to do 3 videos tonight. I did it all at one time. I gotta stop being long-winded. I can't help myself. My stories are too long and they too good. And I can't die holding these stories in my heart. If I had to go through it, you gotta listen to it. I'll talk to y'all later. All right, have a good night. See y'all in the morning. Bye.